is with this light in it? It's really weird. My phone's really weird. It's just like really bright white light. It's odd. Anyway, you're here. Me and Yoda are here. It's, I don't know why that's not staying where it should. Put it round there a bit so it's not in my face. Yes, I'm going to wait for a few more people to come in. Put a little lip balm on that I've been making and giving out for tests. Homemade, handmade. But yes, I thought I'd do, you know, a chat from the boudoir, as I have done before. Because I finished work, had my tea, had a bath, and I've jumped in bed because I'm about to do some drawings. I've not done a few doodles for a while, and I normally would do a doodle at least once a day. But because things are changing, I've been trying to do other stuff, but I need to make adjustments because I'm about to do something very soon, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. But before I get into that, because it's a bit crafty, I'm just going to have a little chat about something that I said over on Joanne Dunn's channel, the Lady Dragon, as I like to call her, the Dragon Lady. Hi, Danny. And she had, she was talking on a channel today about dinner time because I was on my dinner at work, and I just sort of jumped into the chat and said hi, because I know she's aware of me, and it was really nice because I haven't seen the video. I couldn't find it actually, so I don't know if it got tucked out. I don't know, but I came in halfway through or near the end, and she was just talking about stuff, and it was really interesting because what she was talking about is hi Dobsy, hi Stephanie, is what I've sort of been thinking on lately, and we are allowed to change our mind on things. So this is just going to be a bit of a mixed up chat about the cray cray October, and I can't remember what I put in the title, but this goes into working life as well at the minute. So I'm on my dinner listening to Joanne, and she was sort of saying about how someone jumped in the chat talking about Solar Flash and something else, and I can't remember, 5x5 up there, and she was sort of saying about certain things, oh, I don't know anymore, you know, there's some things that I don't believe in now that I did before, and I'm not sure because we don't know. And I'm a bit like that because there's some things that I do think are coming, but there's some things that I think we haven't seen or we don't really know about that yet. You know, because there's always people going on about flight ships, the ships waiting, which I do believe in interdimensional beings and all that sort of stuff, but I have seen things in the skies. But at the minute, whatever, and other stuff, and it sort of goes back to that saying of, I've gone back to work, and I sort of said in the chat to Joanne, oh, I'm listening to you from work, but work's been really good, the people are really nice here, and it's about getting back out in the world again, because that's the message I've been getting from my higher self for quite a couple of months, and other people have been saying it as well, because we do think in the collective consciousness, and we do come up with the same sort of messages. A lot of people don't seem to understand that, but anyway, and I kept getting the message of, you need to go out in the world. When you go out in the world again, it'll be all right. Go out in the world. We've been locked down for a while. Do you know what I mean? I haven't been locked down personally because we've done things, but I just mean that whole, like, you know, everyone will say you're going within, and I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to sneeze. We're going within and we're finding ourselves. And even if you were a person before that may be quite quiet or a bit of an introvert or whatever, likes their own company, because there's nothing wrong with that anyway. To me, it's more about getting out in the world now, among the crazy shit, thank you, because that's how we change it. We don't change it by being divided and being separated, because that's what they've tried to do, and that's what's happening now still. There are still people out there acting crazy, batshit crazy. Seeing it out there, I'm seeing it on YouTube, people still cycling in their own shit as usual. But I've also noticed when you do look around YouTube and things pop up, even Fox News the other day was saying something good on something, all you have to do now is read the comments, and you'll see more people are waking up by the comments, and nothing on par with a few years ago when people were sort of one-sided, didn't really know much about what was going on. Compared to today, it's insane. You can tell people are waking up every day in all realms of truth in things. It's amazing. I'm sure a lot of you will have seen that. I've seen it. Yes. I mean, Big Rainbow Wizard was saying yesterday, we were just saying, Rainbow Wizard, about how you look in the comments now of all sorts of YouTube channels, I mean news channels, I'm not talking about people, news channels, whatever, and you will see the comments are so much different than they were a few years ago, which is a good sign. But I've been saying that. But as I was saying to Joanne, and then she said, oh yeah, Dolly, I'm glad you brought that up, because I've been thinking about that too. We need to be more in the world, because how we're going to heal the world is to be in the world around people that you don't necessarily see eye to eye with, or they might be one of these people and you're not. I'm working with people who are one of these people. It's not put me off, because it's where focus goes. As I've said, there's people out there that, for instance, focus on me, want to put stuff out about me because they just don't, they just don't believe I'm the sort of person I am, and that's their opinion, and that's the problem with their self, because maybe they don't know who they are. But what I'm trying to say is, it's what you focus on, you become, and if you're not focusing on yourself, you can become lost. I see a lot of people doing that. So I was meaning that because I've been focusing on work when I'm at work, because obviously that's what you're going to do, you're going to be focusing on work when you're at work, none of the whateverness has been coming in. So I've just been sort of observing people at work, listening to their banter, and it's all women, all different ages, different cultures, different girls working there from all over the world, and the younger girls, so there's different, ages, and not I don't know particularly about them a lot because I'm new there. They don't know about me. They don't know what my likes or dislikes are, and I don't particularly know theirs yet. But that doesn't matter. We all get on, and I've only been there since last Thursday, and it's nice. It's nice, and I can tell by some of the conversations, some people are into the whatever, and some people are not. But that's fine, because what I'm trying to say is, being out there is you forget all about that when you're being around people and being human, because you actually came here to be human. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. People are forgetting about being human. Some people out there, just like Rainbow Wizard said, think I'm a reptilian. I just find it absolutely hilarious. I really do. It's so fun. What do you think? I mean, you're a bit green, aren't you? What does he think? Yes, she is my mother. I'm not saying, Luke, I am your father. It's like, Janine, you are my mother. Oh, yes, we do like a bit of green. So, hi, sis, how did you get on with the Crocs? I haven't got the Crocs yet, so I'm hoping they come this week. But I have a party weekend this weekend, so yeah, it'll be fine. I've not got a full week in work this week because I've got a party weekend. Someone's birthday, it's like a few days. So, hi, Mark. Hi, Starlight of the Divine. So, yeah, where was I at? So, yeah, the getting out there in the world, being around others, it's about getting out there, how you shine your light when you're in the world, working world, whatever world. As I've been saying to people behind the scenes, when I get on the bus in the morning, my times are changing for doing stuff, because obviously my routine's changed. And that's why I'm about to draw in bed now, because I need to get a bit of drawing in. This is one that I did the other day. Sorry about the lighting, it's not very good. So what I've been doing at the minute is when I get on the bus, I've got a little bit of a journey. So while I'm on the bus, I'm thinking about things that I want to bring into the world, things that I want to create. I'm sat there giving energy out, saying if anyone's higher self can accept it, receive it. I'm doing that. Maybe they can teach us something if they are peaceful and exactly, Danny. And thinking about that and projecting that out when I'm travelling to work. And when I get off the bus, it's the same thing. I'm thinking about any energy I could be trailing around me. I'm asking for protection and healing as I go to work. I'm looking at flowers and nature as I look around on the way to work. And I always take in the colours because colours are very healing. So while it's still green, we're going into autumn, I love autumn, I'm still looking at all the colours and nature as I go to work, which some people would just not notice because they're not mindful. And then when I get to work, because my job's a bit like you can sort of think about things while you're going around because you're not sort of having anyone going on or saying anything. You can be in your own sort of world but get on with your job at the same time. I'm thinking about those things as well. And, being polite, smiling. Hi, Robert. Trying to get to know the girls and be happy. And I want to bring a bit of light into my job because it's not rocket science. It can get a bit boring, but because I have a checklist I have to go through, I need like a clipboard. I'm going to get myself a clipboard, a nice clipboard. I might draw on it to put my papers on because I hate them bending everywhere, with a pen. And I like to have a different colour pen. Everyone's got blue, so I've got pink because I love pink, but I've lost it. So I may take my pom-pom pen in tomorrow because I'm sure that will tickle people's fancy. And then I might make a little charm to put on my clipboard. And I have a box that I collect my stuff in. And I've put Janine's box on it with a big smiley face on it. And I always put a little smiley face in the corner of my list papers, which go in the bin anyway. But I'm just trying to make my job inviting for me and fun and what's the other word? Expressional. So I have these little things that just make me happy while I'm at work. And I have brought myself a little phone carrier bag because you've allowed your phone on, you just don't answer. It's just like if you need to, school and stuff. So I can put a few little totties in there, little sweeties that I can have just while walking around because you do get pretty dry throat. And my oil because I'm always smelling my oil. And now my new addition that I'm testing out, it's in test mode at the minute, and I give it one of the girls who I was laughing today when I was talking to Lois because I said they only just realised she said she was 17. These little blush lip balms, and she was testing them out, and these last, they're only small but the moisturiser lasts for ages, and we only had to apply it twice at work today from 8 till 4:30, which was good. So she's testing one of my tin testers out and she really likes it, and it smells really nice, and it's pink blush, and it's my own make, which will be coming out soon, but I'm not talking about that tonight. Confess, you're working for the devil, aren't you? What do I say, Rainbow Wizard? Do I say yes? I mean, I might get edited and look like I've said I'm working for the devil because that's what people do when they edit. I don't know. Yes, maybe. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. I'm in one of them daft moods because the things that I'm seeing are hilarious. It's cray cray. People are crazy out there. People are getting crazier. They're watching too much shit, reading too much shit, and really feeding into too much shit. And when you do that with too much shit, and you don't put together what you've learned and try and live your life in a good way, it makes you a bit cray cray. Oh, it does. It makes you cray cray. And then you start believing loads of weird things, that are probably just an effect, what do you call it? I don't even know what the word is anyway. I'm getting lost with what I was talking about, but just a quick thank you for giving happy light when I see you. Thank you, Robert. That's all I'm here to do. I come on here, I have my own shit going on, but I still smile. I have people trying to edit videos on me and stuff, which is hilarious. Like, it's like mainstream media. That's what mainstream media do. It is funny to see because it does make you chuckle. And I'm just thinking, why are people so obsessed with trying to pull people down? Not the people that we need to be pulling down. Do you know what I mean? And just come on here to shine my light and talk about the things that I like to talk about, and just, help people through these times just by talking, really, because it's still crazy. I'm sure it's going to get damn more crazier, but the message that I'm trying to spit out is back into it. I just won't read messages a minute. Is so I'm back out in the world again, but I'm going to enjoy it as much as I can, even if it's not a job I want to do at the minute or whatever, and just shine my light while I'm out there. That's what it's about. It's about taking the knowledge you should know now. It's not like we need to know that much more. Taking what resonates with you and using that out in the world as a human. And no matter where you are, no matter what job you're doing, no matter if it's something you want to be doing now or in the future, that why you're going through what you're going through. Oh, thank you, Karen. You do it at your best ability to be a better person. This is all I bang on about. Um, and do what helps heal you, which is what I'm about to do in a minute. And not get, I know we get frustrated, too aggravated and frustrated with the people around you that aren't seeing certain things. You can still switch off to certain things, focus on what you're focusing when you are out in the world. And one of the biggest things is, no matter what's going on, focus on being that light around them people. You don't always have to be, shouting out or whatever it is, just be the light. It's really sad to see that there are those that would be doing positive things, wasting all our time with their petty, immature nonsense, silly billies. That's very true. There's people out there, we've all got abilities, we're all creative, that just choose to focus elsewhere and not put the creative abilities to something positive and uplifting. Because, as I've said before, hi, Mystery Schooler, um, the old world, you could say, is negative, and that's the way it was getting drawn into everything negative, and people not trusting people and people moaning about what people are doing and all that lower vibing shit is not the way of, let's say, Age of Aquarius, the New Earth, whatever you want to call it, because there's many different ways. It's just a way of being. It's coming away from that and realizing a lot of us do have a lot of things in common. When you find people with things in common, or people do similar things or talk about similar things or want similar things, and but we want to do it with a positive light. It's not saying shit doesn't happen, shit won't happen. You're not gonna have a day where you're feeling a bit off or down. Of course you are. I've said this and I'll say it again. It's how you get through it. I've said this before, you're allowed to cry, you're allowed to scream, you're allowed to get frustrated, you're allowed to get mad, you're allowed to get sad, but don't dwell in it. Too many people dwell in it. There's a lot of people out there who blame others, and I mentioned that the other day because I have people that on YouTube like to think they can blame me for their mistakes they've made in their life, especially people I don't even know. And they like to project, and that was it. Joanne was saying today about, she pulled a card out of the tarot saying, I'm going to pull one of mine in a minute. It it was a projection card. There's loads of that going on. Instead of people looking at the shadow, people owning up to their own responsibilities, they don't want to. They just want to chat shit about other people, um, project, but they won't look at their own life to realise whatever's gone wrong in their life, I'm not saying everything, is to do with them, of the choices they made in a past life, meaning when you were younger, or when you were a teenager, or when you were a young adult. Nothing to do with anybody else. I can't blame my life the way it's gone, of certain things I may have wanted, have not got, or this, that, and the other, on somebody else, especially I don't know, when it's all down to the choices I make every day of my life. And if people can't see that, that shows where the mentality state is at the minute, because the mental state of people at the minute who need healing is paramount. It is massive. And those people who do that, mental states are, this is what it's all about, healing. I said about 3 years ago, whatever it was, that's when I had the dream about You're here to heal yourself, and you're here to help other people heal. Didn't know what that was going to be. Got another Reiki booked in next week as well, so I'm chuffed about that as well. But it's about getting out in the world. We've had enough of closing ourselves away, especially with what happened with, lockdown, literally. Um, we want to be out there living. The thing is, with everything that's going on at the minute, I'm going to be in and out of this chat is, I forgot what I was going to say then. Where was I at? 9 there. Yeah, the thing is about living is, there's so much going on, and there's this and there's that going on. And, people shout out, "Oh, hi, Miss Q, we're not waiting for Trump to be the saviour. We're not waiting for the ETs to save us." Whatever's going on, and whatever my beliefs are, I don't sit about waiting for someone to save me, because Trump isn't here to save you. You're here to save yourself. That's just a helping hand with stuff that's going on that we wouldn't be able to get into because we don't have the manpower, and you could say the clearance codes to do it. So that's where people, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, are thick as fuck sometimes with stuff. Yes, she swore, but I'm in one of them moods today, and I'm just like, don't get it. You're here to save yourself. So what it's about is, for me, is we observe all that going on, but you're here to save yourself. I'm not that daft to not know that. And also, you're not sat on your ass, because there are people who are just sitting waiting thinking, I'm just going to do nothing, not get out there, not do this and not do that, and wait for this thing to come. They're the sort of people, when things don't come on time or at a certain time or a certain date they've been given, they're the people who go off their heads. They're the people who lose faith and end up going crazy. Why it's all going on, you're in the eye of the storm, you're still getting on with your life and living it the best you can. Why it's all going on. So you're sort of enjoying it while you're in it, and then when other stuff happens, it's good. But you're not noticing it as much to be down about stuff if it doesn't happen on a certain day, which you shouldn't be giving times out, because it doesn't work that way. That you're still living your life, because you are actually here, for me, to be on earth as a spiritual being, having a human experience and bringing in the spiritual and all the things we learn with that, other realms, frequency, whatever, with the physical, and blending them together so you have the best of both. You're two in the physical, ain't gonna work. You're two in the spiritual, ain't gonna work. Blended together, best of both. Heaven on earth. That's what it is to me. So if you're sitting waiting, I'm not surprised people are going cray cray. Also, when I was at work, I was on the bus, and one of the girls who works with me is only 17. And we got talking, and this happens a lot with me because you attract, certain things. She started talking about how she was into art, how someone she knows is a bit witchy and into, intentions and nature and this, that, and the other. And we just got chatting, and she loves crystals, and she went, "Are you spiritual?" I went, "Mm-hmm." And I was telling her what I'm into and what I like, and got talking about art. So we were showing each other our art pictures, which I'm going to show you in a minute because we got talking about that. And she's very much into like quirky, making little creatures up and stuff like that. So we had a good chat about that. And she's 17, I'm 45, and it was a good conversation with a 17-year-old. These kids are coming in different, and that's what's beautiful to see. I wouldn't be seeing this if I wasn't out in the world talking to people. There's a lot of people who are sitting at home, staying at home, and don't venture out. They don't go anywhere. But people talking about nature, they don't actually go out. They don't do anything. They're not talking or conversating with other people. You need to be out in the world. We've had enough of locking ourselves away. And it's time for those people who are normally afraid, I'd say, to get out and start trusting in people, because a lot of people lost faith with people, and I see it in comments all the time, and it's really, 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 really sad to see. Ink can cancel ink. Hint. Yeah. So, yeah, we were talking about stuff, and she's testing one of my lip balms out, as I said before, because she went, "Oh," I said, "you can test one out for me, you can review it and test it." Beautiful, smell nice, soft lips. You can see the shine now. Not that you can see the colour because this light is ridiculous, but yeah, I just wanted to put that out. The messages I've been getting in for ages is people need to get out in the world. You don't have to be fighting, shouting, screaming, and it doesn't matter if someone has a different opinion. You can still, have a different opinion, but to not have the divide, then you have to be out there, not dividing and working alongside people. Like I said, I'm at a place where people believe in different things. We're all getting on. Because when we're focused on work, we're just focused on work, but we're also having, a little bit of banter and whatever. Or I see that with the girls there. Like I said, I'm new there, and it's good. And like I said, Joanne was saying on her channel, that's a message I've been getting about, I've hidden myself away. This is what Joanne was saying, and didn't want to be around people, but I'm realising for not the divide, you have to get out there. So, scary for some people. Yeah, refuel with eye contact and smile, hopefully. Yeah, and that's what I was saying. So I'm going around smiling, being polite, and all that good stuff that you would normally do. And that's all you can do. There's one girl there who's new who doesn't really smile. I'm just going to keep smiling at her till she smiles. I'll have to get a tickly brush on her or something, but I'll keep smiling at her until she just has to smile. So... Oh, you'll have to keep reminding me, Mystery Schooler, so I can sub, but I'll probably forget because I'm chatting. So yeah, I think that was a little message. It's like I keep saying, it's about what you learn and then how you go and put that out in the world. If you want to be a negative person and do negative things, see how far it gets you, because that's not the way the world's going. And 17's just popped up in chat. But I do believe it's about helping others, also helping yourself, and just catching yourself and putting that out when you can. Of you can, like I said, you can be in any job, do anything anywhere, and you can still have that silver lining, positive outlook to put out there, especially in these times, because these times are crazy. Like I said, I've been laughing at some of the stuff I've seen because it's crazy. But when I see stuff that's crazy, I just look at it like, well, that's a lot of the energy that's going about. People who are confused, people who just can't seem to get out of, I don't even know what the word is, out of their own story that they're telling themselves. If you're telling yourself you're a victim and you keep putting that out, just like this person has been talking about or mentioned a few weeks ago, of course you're going to get it back to you because you're speaking it out to the universe, and the universe gives you what you seem to be focusing on. So that's why I say you've got to be careful. So anyway, less about that because it's not irrelevant. But yeah, anyway, so when I was talking to the girl at work, we were showing bits of art, and that was one I was working on the other day, which you probably can't see the colours on this properly. And I was looking through my art books again, and I was saying about I had this book, with the what I'm basically trying to spit out is it's nearly October, and I'm going to be doing Ink-October. So why I'm working and going through this and observing the world lose its mind and everything else that's coming in, and things that I'm learning, and things that I'm wanting to do and bring in, and things that I'm wanting to create in my world, in my reality, in my life, focusing on me, fitting it all in, busy, is I've not been drawing for, it could be a couple of weeks, so I need to get back into it. So I'm going to be doing, I was going to say then, Ink-tober. Now, if you don't know what Ink-tober is, I would like to say, though, some people don't know how to approach others without being negative. Personally, I enjoy the challenge they bring, feel like a threat at achievement when they have... Yeah, there are a lot of people who are like that. They don't know how to approach people, and the only way they can approach people is being negative, because that's all they know, and they don't know how to approach people in a positive way, which, yes. So a lot of people suffering out there, and, whatever. But so Ink-October is you draw a picture, ink, black ink or whatever, an inky picture. It could be biro or anything like that, every day of the days of October. And I've done that before with mandalas and stuff, and the girl was saying that her auntie does mandalas, and she showed me pictures. I was like, yeah, I've done them. And she said she draws at night because it's meditative. I said it is, and that's why I've got a brew, and I'm going to get off here and start a drawing soon. But I'm going to be doing some inky pictures, just the black and white pictures for October. So why everything's going on, the way I keep myself, you know, in my little realm is I art and I create. I don't watch TV, I just listen to podcasts and stuff, and art or create jewellery or whatever it is that I'm doing at the time. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So if anyone's into art, you might want to do that as well. It doesn't mean you have to do a massive picture. It could just be a little doodle, but you're doing a doodle or a picture a day for the whole of October. Ink-tober. Might get a bit more Halloweeny near the end of October, but basically that's what I'm going to be doing to get back into my drawing. To keep my mind off things, because my mind doesn't have to be in absolutely everything. Hi, Sue Clark. And the only thing I have laughed about with certain people is how they think that other people aren't allowed to connect to nature and other people can't speak about connecting to nature when most people connect with nature and are allowed to speak about it. Very, very strange. Very strange. Got the tree connected above, connected below, but centered at core, as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. There's a picture from a while back. We've got the lovely John. We've got Nikola Tesla. Thank you. And this lady, don't know. And we have seen some of these. We've got the two worlds split, which is still what's going on, the divide. We've got... Hi, Dolly and group. Got off work early, clearing zone space and working on art tonight. That's what I'm about to do in a minute. I'm going to get off here and just do a bit of a doodle before I go to sleep because it's meditative. So, you know, artwork. What else? So I was just reminiscing of what I'd done in this book, and then thought, oh, there's the blue angel. I spent another weekend at the racetrack, and my cousins, I stayed positive and smiled a lot. Everyone returned the smiles and beautiful attitudes. That's what I mean. If people are having an attitude of being helpful, being nice, helping others, uplifting people, smiling, it's like yawning. It affects people, and then people see people that way, they want to be that way. It's a domino effect. This is what I mean about people who are out there trying to drag other people down because they don't like what they're doing, or they wish they could be more confident like them, or whatever it is. It's just like, go and do it. Be you and just uplift people in the way you do it. Be natural. I do what I do naturally the way I do it because it's what I do and how I am. So I haven't got to force something because I don't need to. I can't force something that I'm not. So, and then I was looking at my other little art book. I'll probably, I don't know if I need a new art book, or I might have one to do in October, but I will just be doing some inky little pictures. If anyone wants to join in there, and people do this in, a lot of people who are into art and they do sketchbooks and stuff like that, they do ink October. So this picture says a lot to me. I did this, I think it was last year or something, I don't know. Yes, Red Big Rainbow Wizard's been arting his arse off, you know. So, what was in this one? What did we have in this one? We had... the Silver Lady. Telepathically speak to people on the street. Yeah. She had like chakra hair going on. But when I don't look at my drawings for a while, then I look, I go, oh my God, I'm inspired again to look at this. My knee is fine. I did a bit of rake on it. I've got my spray thingy-majiggy, wherever that is. My sea salt stuff, whatever it is. I fell over at work the other day. I had to laugh because I tripped up a step that said, watch the step. Really bashed my knees and got up and was like nearly crying. I was like, oh my God, not used to this. But I had to laugh. And then I told the girl, she was like, oh my God, I really wish I'd have seen that. I'd have laughed. I said, you might have laughed, but it was, yeah, they're fine. They're fine. I'd put stickers on here when I was sticking some stickers up here to put on this thing. Ripped half my skin off. So I had a mark there. I fell over. This is all in nearly a week of working. Fell over. What else did I do? Coming out with something daft. I can't remember. Hi, Elle. We were just showing off my lovely little lip balms before. Yes. Earth Angels. You know, sometimes I forget what I've drawn. Earth Angel, Earth Angel. People should take a leaf out of an old series that used to be on TV called, some of the negative people need to go and watch it, called Highway to Heaven. Now that gives you messages of being kind to people and how things work and how you're put somewhere where if you're helping others. So if you're acting like a twat, you're not really helping anybody. It just comes back to you. But yeah, and if anyone doesn't know what I mean, go and watch. Yeah, it was a gorgeous show. Highway to Heaven. I loved him. Me and my fella started watching it a few months back, if you remember me saying, I can't remember what it was, and we were just like, he even said, now that's what people need to watch. That's what kids should be watching. Learning how to be nice to people, even when they're being a bit twatty. Learning how to be nice. Because you can always help somebody, even if you don't know you're helping somebody. So this is why I say you've got to be careful. Because people remember things and you may need help off someone who you've been a bit twatty to, you know, so you've got to be careful. So, you may need a helping hand. This was one I didn't finish off. Oh, The Good Witch on the Hallmark Channel. Yes, I love that. I don't think I watched the whole series, but I did like The Good Witch with the dark bobbed hair. Yeah. There's good and the bad, but yeah, she was a good witch. She was. Yeah, the last one I've just been finishing off. This is probably what I'll finish off. So the 1st of October starts with ink-tober. I'm not going to be coming on YouTube showing you a picture every day, but I am going to try and put it up on my Instagram. I think it's called Janine's Art Journal or Journaling. I'll have to let you know. Try and put them up on there, or get them all together and then put them up. Either way, I'm going to do it. And then when I am on, I'll show you what I've been drawing. Because like I said, I'm working now. There's different things going on. And we have a party weekend. So it might not be this week, but we've got 17 thumbs up. So, and because I work at a place where there's art stuff, I love it. Because I'm like, oh my God, I use this. That's really good. That looks fun. Oh, I might have to write that down on my hand, which I did have on there. Of like, I might have to order that. I was like, Oh yes, and Rainbow Wizards put my other Instagram in for my Blooming Naturals by Janine, where I'm going to be doing some lovely bits and bobs for ladies, and did discuss with Rainbow Wizards last night that I may do a few things for men. Not yet, but I will put that in the pipeline. There's lots of beautiful things coming in the pipeline, ladies. These are very, very moisturising. I've had the young girl testing it out at 17 and she was dead chuffed with it, and she was like, I can't believe I've only used it twice today and I have to use it more because it's very, very moisturising. So if you get chapped lips, or, you know, as winter comes in, autumn, winter, your lips get a bit dry. I've been getting dry in the place where I work. I get a bit dry, so this is why I take this one with me, which I was testing. They're going to be out soon. I know you can't see properly because that light's really bad.
but they're going to be coming in sets with other things as well. I'm just waiting for all my stuff to come so I can get creating, but I will let you know nearer the time. But there's also another one on my Instagram called, I'm sure it's Janine's Journal. I can't check on my phone. Janine's, don't know if Rainbow Wizard knows Janine's art journals or something like that. Just followed. Thanks, Al. Yeah, I had to, for the people who did follow me on my other Instagram accounts, I sort of got locked out of them and couldn't get back in them. So I lost all that. So I sort of had to start again. But that's okay because I'm doing something a little bit different. Dolly, look into the fit flops for. Yeah, my mum had fit flops, and I've had fit flops, but yeah, I don't know. I still think I used to get achy feet with them, but my mum gets fit flops. But I've definitely got Crocs coming. I've ordered real Crocs this week just for work. I said I'd never wear Crocs, but I wear them at work. Yeah, I didn't find flip flops that good, and I can't wear the flip flops anyway because the job is you have to have shoes on. Yeah, men out there too. Yeah, we were thinking of a few things for men as well, because also um women can buy the men some things. Oh no, I'll post that review. Yeah, thank you, Elle. You can post a review again. I'll just snap it if you do it. If you DM me it, and I'll snap it, and I'll put it on my I'll put it up because they all disappeared. And then I've got another friend who wrote one. I'll get that back off her, and I've got to make an oil up for her this weekend because she's run out. She said it's the best thing ever. I will be making more oils up. There's new ones coming. I'm trying to put new ones together. There's going to be selections, so you'll have a choice of more than one. But obviously, my what's the word called? My thingy resistance, whatever it's called, will be the lunar lavender because that was the first one I made. So that's going to be like the, I don't know what you call it, the whatever. Yes, I'll send you my pictures and comments for you, no problem. Yeah, and like I said, we will have to get into a bit more art for the people who want to do art, like I said, because I can transfer pictures if they get emails to my computer, so I can put people's art stuff up, but that will be when I can fit that in. Signature item. Yeah, signature item, or there's another word, isn't there, like, yeah, the first one that came out. Yes, and Mystery Schooler is looking for some news for some subbers to his channel. So check everybody out because people have got channels and you don't know. You just tap on if they've got a channel, you can sub. If you resonate, you resonate. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna ding my 5:28. But oh yeah, I'm gonna pull a card before I go because I just want to do a little bit of doodling before I go to bed. But the point was I came on was about the art. If anyone wants to do that, you like arting, try ink-tober, drawing a picture every day in ink, black and white picture every day. Ooh, for the month of October. And then just using your knowledge and everything that when you are out in the world, just make it easier on yourself. If you're in a grump and you're grumpy with people, you're just going to have a grumpy day and nothing's going to really go that well. But if you try to make the best of things and put a positive outlook, it's going to be a lot easier and your days go a lot smoother and people will be a lot nicer. That's why I say about when people are looking for attention, I'm telling people they're looking for attention in the wrong ways of being negative, drama. It's just like, why? Do something good for people. Yeah, it's called, you can YouTube it, you put Inktober and you'll see loads of people, doing don't have to be a big picture, it can be if you've got time, but it could just be a little doodle a day of like, this small of the whole of October. Bit of a challenge. Could just be like a little, because this isn't on there, it could just be like that size, just a face. But I'm going to try and do different things that I don't normally do, like things around me like a cup of tea, or maybe a little doodle of an animal, maybe things I'm seeing, things that I wouldn't normally draw. Maybe I'm going to mix it up. I do a lot of faces, but I'm going to try and mix it up. So
I'm going to go, yeah, so you can check me out on Instagram. For the people who have wondered where I'd gone, I haven't. It's just I had to make another account because I got locked out. So it's not the Reiki one now, it's that one. But that's all going to be mixture in there, and I'll sort something out in the end. So, because I've got my tarots here, and I think I pulled these yesterday as well, and we got Be Interdependent, Expand Your Horizon, the Archangel, one of the Archangel decks, I can't say that word, which it's about being interdependent and expand your horizons. Lots of people are trying to depend on people, and, you know, they're not expanding the horizons. Archangel Ro, I can't even say it. Enter higher planetary service, be a blazing light. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Enter a higher service and be a blazing light. That's why I'm saying shine your light out in the world while we're going through it, while you're working 18 and 18, 9 and 9. Enter a higher service. Be a blazing light. There's a lot of people out there that are not entering a higher service. They're just staying in lower. Archangel, I don't know if that's Duressa, I don't know. Create a solid spiritual foundation being service to the planet. Hi, Christy. Which is what I've been talking about. You can still shine your light while you're working out there. We are in the world, but not of the world, meaning you can still be in the world, but it's what you do in the world, but we're not of it in that sense of, you know, spiritual beings having a human experience. So let's see what energy we have here. Yeah, I'm ready for the new heaven on earth right about now. Exactly, Mystery Schooler. It's just about bringing heaven to earth, bringing the joy, bringing the happiness, bringing the abundance, looking at things more with a silver lining instead of looking at it like there's nothing good that happens because you're seeing things that don't seem good. It's like there's always something somewhere. Brilliant. Collective message, Ten of Swords. Swords is to do with thoughts. It could be to do with people talking. I am, you are. We're walking away from the bullshit. We're walking to happier, lighter times. We're not interested in whispers. We're not interested in what others are saying or doing because we're just doing what we want to do. We're facing towards the sun and we're going. We're going with the thoughts that we, 22 and 20, I was just talking about that today. That's hilarious. Following your path. Turning the other way. We're not getting involved with other people's things. We're doing what we want to do that brings light to us. Freedom. We've had enough. Ooh. We're turning our back on the bullshit and the things that don't heal us or help us expand and grow. We're turning our back on all that. That's why I'm saying resonate with what you resonate and the rest you let go of. They can talk all they want. We ain't bothered because we've got our eyes and our focus on somewhere else. So while they're all whatevering over there, we're like, well, I'm going over there doing that. See what else we've got before I go. Turn my cheek. Yeah, both of them. Yeah, exactly. Yes, 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 yes. And what I was saying about being out there in the world is the King of Wands, fire, your passion. Red stands for action, what you're doing out in the world. Got the line in the background. What you're doing. You can look at other people and want to do what they're doing, watch a load of stuff and think, yeah, I want to do that, I'm going to do that. But if you're not actually doing it, you're not going to get anywhere because you have to actually put action in. It doesn't happen by just sitting on your bum. And the next one is Page of Wands. Funnily enough, this reminds me of the young girl at my work that I get on the bus with. Page of Wands is there's a young woman there, very free, dancing. She's got her wands, you know, passions, fire. She's chucking a wand up in there. She's dancing to her own dance, her own joy, her own happiness. Does remind me of that young girl with the hair and everything. But that's what you should be doing. You are turning away from other people's bullshit. You're doing what you want to do with the fire in your belly and your passions. And you're singing, dancing your own tune to your own life. You're bringing your joy. And I said today, I think, on Joanne Dunn channel, thank you, that heaven on earth to me is you finding your joy, which I've always said, your passions that light you up from the inside and shine out. That's what heaven on earth is. It's finding the joy factor again. People are forgetting the joy factor. They just want to pull people down. Everything people want to do these days, or what's been pushed, is to moan about stuff. And yes, I know it's been hard because of certain factors that the system's brought in, where it's to make people feel little and tired, and you know, all that stuff that goes on with it. But basic heaven on earth is remembering. What are your passions? What were your passions as a kid? What makes your heart sing? Do it. Do it and do more of it. And even if you have a shit day, so what? After you've had a shit day and a bit of a moan, then go back to doing what you love. Don't stay in it. I loved Dolly's readings there from the heart. Thank you, Elle. When I was at this place today, because I see a lot of art stuff going through, they did the crystal pictures, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. So Elle, you might be interested. That I can't remember what they're called. It's like painting by numbers, high national, but with little crystal diamondy things. I'm thinking of getting one for Christmas. I think my son would like it as well, Finn. An A4 one. I don't want to do a big one yet. And you glue them all on and it makes a picture. And there's a picture of a panda. And it's so lovely, all done in crystals, little tiny crystals that you glue on. So it's like painting by numbers. You may have done them, I don't know. But with crystals, little diamantes. And I'm like, oh, that'd be really good to do. Therapeutic, you know. You just need to find, not looking at others and thinking, you know, oh, I've got to do that because they're doing it. It makes them happy. No, you need to find out what makes you happy. Yes, try something that someone else has done. You might think, oh, I like this. But then again, do something that gives you joy. You know, all of us have to, all of this has to happen. So co-create a different reality. Hold a high frequency no matter what. Exactly, starlight of the divine. Can't have rainbows, good days without a bit of rain, bad days. Exactly. To have the good with the bad. You have the bad times now and again. So when you have the good times, you really appreciate them. And do you know what I mean? All works together. Yes, diamond picture, something like that. Yes. Yeah, I was just thinking of treating myself for one for Christmas. Getting Finn one because he does like messing with things. Maybe getting my mum one because she doesn't really have a hobby, but I think she should do something like that. And then you can hang it on your wall after. For all of us, or to the net to one day be restarted, I cannot stop this spiral of an info war alone. No, and you're not alone, Danny. No, we are in a war of information and war on our minds, and you know. But I've come to the point where just say to people, there's that much now. You basically get the gist of it and how you should be, you know. And sometimes you need to let go of that as well because it takes over your life. And when it starts taking over your life and you start going a bit woohoo, and you're not enjoying things and your life's coming to a standstill, that's when you know there's a problem, that you need to let some stuff go, live your life while you're in it. It's not about getting angry, it's about letting people make the choices, whatever them choices are. That's their responsibility. They can blame who they want around them, but at the end of the day, I mean, what's going to happen when they find out about and then they're going to blame everyone, and we'll be like, but we were telling you and giving you information. They'll probably still blame people. People have got to take responsibility for their actions. And if that's responsibility of not researching and not looking into things properly because they're too busy looking at MSN, that's their responsibility, but it's their choice at the end of the day. That would be great for my fine motor skills. I'm getting one for RJ. Yeah, they're just really pretty. You can get really big ones. It's a bit like a jigsaw. But I think the things like creativity in winter is lovely because I love autumn. I'm going to go in a minute. I love autumn. The leaves changing off the trees, and it's a message about letting go. And oh, I just love autumn. You got your candles on. It's cozy and it's dark outside. Cozy. You got your lights on, your candles on, and it's a nice time to art, painting. And if you're not good at painting, you know, there's painting by numbers or the crystal things that are therapeutic, or drawing, or adult colouring books or whatever. And it's just nice to do to take your mind off other things.
Janine, I love that there are exposed topics and that we may be heading towards better times when people find out the right thing for everyone. Yeah, Danny, the thing is we are heading for, I believe we are heading for great times, but we just have to go through the shit, like I said before. You can have bad days and then you have good days and then you appreciate the good days. You know what I mean? More. And this is sort of a little bit like that. We are heading for great times. I believe we're still going to see some shit, but a lot of stuff's getting exposed now up to Christmas, I believe. I can't put a date on it because you can't. And then say 20, I think 2022 is going to be amazing, divine feminine energy, but just amazing for people will see a bigger flip if they're not already seeing it. And that's where I believe it'll turn more near Christmas. And no matter what's going on, you'll see more of the light and heading towards the great times, and it will get easier and easier and easier. It's just that we've been going through the shitty part at the minute, and there's still shitty parts to go through, but this is why I'm saying, why we're going through it, what are you going to do? Are you going to sit and hide? Are you going to sit and get angry? Are you going to do something? Are you going to be proactive? Why this goes on? It's easy to be proactive because it'll go a little bit quicker when you're focusing on a few other things. You're still aware, but you're focusing on you and your healing and bringing the light and the love in, and it'll just make it a lot easier. I think the people who get stuck in it and who are stuck in it now confused are going to have a really big problem. If you think we've got problems now, it's only going to get bigger for them sort of people because, yeah, I can't even explain it, but I know what I mean. And then the last one that comes in is the Empress, number 3. 3 Trinity. Be the Empress, the Emperor of your world. You know, we create our reality. And Gaia is not going to let us down. And we're not going to let her down either. She ascends, we ascend. Anything artisty, no matter what you are able to do. Trying something new will bring back to yourself. Yeah, and in the here and now, not worrying on what's going on. Exactly. And that's why I do a lot of art and drawing, because when I'm in it, I'm in the moment, which you should be in, which is the now. And that's how you get there with doing whatever gets you there, and that's what gets me there. I'm not thinking about anything else. That's how I relax. I'm not a big thinker that thinks and dwells on things all the time. If you do, that's where you get problems. If you think too much of the past, you have depression. If you think too much of the future, it's anxiety. How you stop that is you live in the now. The past does not define who you are now unless you say it does. You control that. And the future doesn't, because it's not here yet. You make the future in the now. Some people don't understand that. What you do now will help towards the future. So like I'm saying, say you were putting something together. Say you were putting an art gallery together, I don't know. You'd have to work on your art pictures now and get a collection together so you could put it out in the future, you know, in a few months, next year, whatever. But if you don't work on them art pictures, if anyone gets what's a crap example, then you're not going to put that a collection up for a gallery because you wouldn't have done them. You have to actually do the work in the now for the future. If you're doing a business, it's like I need to work on things now, even if it was in a year or two, depending on what it was, but still working at it in the now, every day in the now, which will come out in the future. But if you get to the future and go, I wish I'd have done that now, it just means back then you weren't working on it. That would have brought it in. That, oh god, I know what I mean. But yeah, anyway, find it quite funny. Flow state, yeah. So I'm gonna go now, finish my tea, finish a bit of doodling off before bedtime. I'm going to go and focus on my drawings. And yeah, I'm keeping upbeat with my new job, even though it's tiring. But like I say, opening up to new things opens up to new opportunities. And there's 17 and 22 there. That's hilarious about what I've been talking about today with people. So yeah, you just never know what comes out of the people that you meet. So the people that you're nice to when you're out there, be careful, because if you're nice to people, you never know where it's going to lead to, of who they may know, who may come in for an opportunity for you or whatever it is. Or they could be, for me, they could be opportunities to heal people, with Reiki, whatever. But that's how it works. That's why you've got to be very careful how you are with people, because it can turn around and smack them in the face. You know,
if you're a person who just likes to be negative all the time. That's when a lot of people don't get opportunities off people, because people will remember you for what you are and how you are with people, and they'll just be like, we wouldn't really want that person because that person isn't very positive. They moan all the time. You know, you get people who you work with who can moan all the time about it being ill constantly. They've got nothing else to say but moan all the time. No one wants to be around that, and no one wants them sort of people to be at anywhere, because they just bring people's energy down, whether they know it or not, they do. And especially if that was working somewhere where you're trying to attract people to you or whatever, that ain't going to work, because people are just going to be turned off by it, because they're like, oh my god, you know, when someone uplifts somebody, it uplifts them, and they may uplift someone in that day, and that's a domino effect. And a lot of people out there, and it'll be you guys as well, you'll do something small like smile at someone or say hello to someone or whatever it is, and that little thing is just can be massive to a person. Like when I did some positive message drop-ins a few years ago on my channel, and someone went and did it in America, and it was great. And it was just writing little messages on cards and hiding them like in the supermarket or on the bus when I was on the bus, so someone could find a little message of like, have a great day, you know, little positive messages, because you don't know who's got on that bus who feels like shit, thinks no one's bothered, and then they pick this message up and they're like, oh, someone took the time out to write a positive message. You don't know these people, but I have done that in the past, and that's in videos before, so that's a nice thing you could do, especially with today. Positive message dropping. Like people have done it with stones and stuff. I did it on little pieces of card in little organza bags, and I just left them around. Didn't let anyone see what I was doing. I just sort of hid them around everywhere so people could find them, which was nice. It's all about the love. Yeah, chill chat. I love it. Yeah, it's always a chill chat on here. You know, depends what sort of mood I'm in on the day. Hi, Andrew. There is mostly good humour and good spirit in the chat with Janine's guest. Yes, there is, Danny. Most of you all that come in are fantastic. Great energy. You all converse with each other. It's great high spirits. We only get the odd people under the bridge in now and again. That's fine. A few shouty people. But mainly, it's chilled. Because we resonate with, you know, I don't mean everybody in my chat might not resonate with everything I'm saying, but I think the chat enjoy chat. I think you all enjoy each other, and I love it. And like I said before, you've all never met in real life. You don't really know each other, but you all get on, and you're always putting hearts in and showing the love, and you all get on in chat, which is what I love. So when I come on and see you all conversing and speaking to each other and helping each other and talking about stuff with each other, love it. It uplifts me as well. So I know how I affect people on my channel because I can see it in the chat. Can't tell them, you must show them. I can see. I can see. Aha. It usually a chill chat, dare I say. We spanners haven't had a good workout in a while. You might do soon, who knows? I don't know. Well, we try to get rid of the trolls. But we have the force, don't we, Yoda? He's like, yes, we have the force. Ooh. So I'm going to go now because I've been yakking for a bit and it's getting later and I want to do some doodles before I go to bed. But like I said, I will be coming at some point to talk about, to show you some of the drawings that I'll be doing over Ink-Tober, but they will be going onto my Instagram, even if it's not every day, if I get a bunch like so many days and then throw a load on when I get time. But I am doing it every day and it'll be in a book, so I will be able to show you at some point of if I manage to do it, which I think I will be able to, and what sort of pictures I did. Even if I do one at work on my dinner will be good. There are starseeds talking about food. I hope they remember staring candles on the table. Oh, it's just packing stuff. It's nothing elaborate or rocket science. It's just packing stuff, craft stuff actually. So you're on your feet all day. It's quite tiring, but it's all right for now to get my feet back in the door. But I am working on other things that I want to come in the future for myself. That, you know, all sorts I want to do, but with my creativity. But job wise in the world, it's a bit like, I don't really know. But you know, you've still sometimes you've got to go and work and still do the things to build up on the side for what you want to bring in. You know, you've still got to work on it and not give up on working on it, which is what I'm not doing. I'm still going to be working on it and still putting it out there and keep doing on it, because that's what you've got to do now for the future. So yeah, so really it's keeping me all busy. So it's good because I'm more tired at night, which is good. But this is just to get my foot back in the door and get back out in the world. And yeah, and it's okay. It's okay for now. I get to think about things while I'm walking about, and yeah. So I'm gonna go, and like I said, what day is it? Tuesday. So remember, you know, use what you can to shine your light out in the world. And like I said, the message I've been getting is we need to be more out in the world. There's no, who wants to be locked away? So many people used to lock themselves away because of the world and the way it was going, and they didn't like being around people, and fair enough. And then lockdown came and that was the same thing again. So people just want to be out. People just want to be out around people and conversing. And even if they're talking about the shitty stuff, whatever, but it's just remembering to take a step back while you're out there and looking at people and listening to them with your heart, as in, most people are good people. Most people. A lot of people have been programmed, MK Ultra, God knows what, you know what I'm saying? So give a bit of slack sometimes, people. Right, I know you will be doing all your creative bits in the now in the big ways. That's my intentions, and I see you are always so loved with your creations. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I have many ideas, and it's just about putting it together now and condensing it, but still working on it, which is calming for me anyway. So thank you so much, Dolly, for sharing this live stream, for sending healing hugs and love. Take care and see you soon, love and light. Thank you, Elle. Yeah, just do the review whenever. Just chuck it on my thing and I'll snap it up. It's no rush for it. I just don't think I can get it off my other one. I might be able to, actually. I can see the channel. I just can't get in it. Much good wishes and loving care. Have a great night. Because some folks, places, have a good night. Yes. And remember, fam, shake your ass. Yes, shake your ass. Oh, that was funny as well. I was getting accused of stealing someone's dancing because my video went up the other day of dancing on a stone in nature, when the other person, I've never seen dancing on a stone in nature. But apparently, you're not even allowed to dance now. She doesn't dance like you. It's like, no, because I'm not into that sort of music, and I do my own dancing, and yeah, so I just find it amusing. Dare you dance, or dare you sing, or dare you do any of those things? Oh my god. Yeah, anyway. Mystery School of Guitar Bass. I used to play that. Oh, I didn't know that, Elle. Yes, aka the stealer of dance, silly billies. I know. The stealer of dance. Because nobody dances, do they? No. No, you're not allowed to dance, people. You'll get accused of being the stealer of the dancers. So shake that ass. I'll have to talk about that stone, actually. I had a connection with it. That's why I was on it and sort of just moving about very slowly to the music. I wasn't having a sort of, what do you call it, rave. I'm not into that. No, it's not you, Danny. Don't you worry. It's just the people that live under the bridge, that's all. Yes, shake your ass. Don't be afraid. Dance how you want to dance. Sing how you want to sing. Be what you want to be. Yeah, the real meaning of being stoned. Yeah, that's the real meaning of being stoned. Not you people who smoke it. Being stoned, standing on a stone and feeling and gathering the information from it. That's what I was doing. Literally. I might do that in another story time. And then people will get triggered. Because I've told some people about it, and I think I will talk about it, because that stone was nearly going home with me, but I couldn't take it from the area because it belonged. It was a big stone. I was like to my boyfriend, should we put this in the car? I'd really love to take the stone home. It's that massive. Put it in my garden, stand on it. But yeah, it wasn't happening because I knew it couldn't be moved from the area. I was calling it the philosopher's stone, honestly. I was like, this is a philosopher's stone. It was funny. Yeah, stealer of the dance, cool. Yeah, we'll make that a thing. Stealer of the dance. I'll tell you what, we'll do a video. I'll dance. So I've started a video off. So if you've got a channel, Rainbow Wizard, you've got to do a dance of how you dance. And then Mystery Schooler can do a dance. We'll all just do a dance and it'll be called the Stealers of the Dance. We'll start something. Not Lord of the Dance, Stealers of the Dance. Because apparently you're not allowed to have fun. Oh, he's going to play in the band. Anyway, I'm going to go because I'll be here all night waffling on with myself. I'm a bad dancer. I don't think anyone's a bad dancer. It's just chucking shapes of however you do it. Some people are more flamboyant. Some people aren't. Some people are... I was being a bit more just like very slow because of the music. And I was like... just, yes, being one with the stone. Anyway, I better go. So I'd like to say thanks for everyone coming in. Thanks for all the stalkers that watch as well. They love it too. Can't stay away. Can't stay away from my energy. It's drawing people in. The magic of me. Gotta have a laugh, haven't you? Considering renting a house and living near some friends that I've been to the same distance before. Oh, it was not as bad as feared. Oh, that's not good, Danny, but... oh, yeah, be nice to be nearer to friends. You sound like Phil now. They're pissing silly billies. I know. What do you think, Yoda? You're sending them healing energy. Anyway, I best go. Hi, Jeffrey. Jeffrey's coming at the end. Somebody always does. When they go hello, and then I go, see ya. Sending love to you all. Have a wonderful week. Take care. Love and light. And I will end it with that. And I will see you soon. Thanks for coming in. Bye.